So here it is, the Kelton Tryton HL9L2 Heavy Pro bench. And in today's video I will give you a full review on this bench, but also don't be disappointed if you are looking for a new bench for your home gym. This video will also apply to you because I will outline the major points that you should be looking to when you are debating to buy a bench for your home gym. And prior I had two other benches for my home gym, and at the very end of the video, in the end screen, I will link to you a video which I highly recommend to you in watching, especially if you are interested in the whole Kelton series. Now, the very first requirement when I'm looking for a bench for my home gym is this thing right here. It's the ability to attach some attachments. So when you're looking to buying a bench for your gym, it's not only here the bench press, the dumbbell press, it's more than a bench because of this thing right here. And my recommendation is to get 3 attachments. First one is this one. It's a leg curl and leg extension attachment, so you can work out your legs at home. Then we have the preacher attachment for training your biceps or your forearms. And then we have here this cable tower with one upper cable and one lower cable. I will make an in-depth video about each of this one later in more detail. They are also from Kelton, but the main idea is you have here this plastic piece, here a metal, here the knob. So you take it out. Then you insert, for example, here the preacher. It secures here with the metal. You twist the knob here and you are good to go. As you can see, this is how it looks like with the preacher. And on the preacher you can do the biceps and the forearms. This is how it looks like with the leg curl and leg extension device. Here you can do the hamstring curls line and also the leg extension. And this is how it looks like with my most liked piece, the cable tower. So we have here one upper cable and one lower cable, and you can do here many exercises for the back, for the arms, so possibilities are pretty much endless. So if you don't have the possibility to attach the attachment to a bench, then it's not even up for debate in buying, in my opinion, when you are looking to build a bodybuilding or hypertrophy focused home gym. Now, the second most important thing to keep in mind is the stability of the bench. So some of the benches have only this diagonal metal here. It attaches here in the various holes to adjust the angle, but they don't have this vertical support here. And it is especially crucial if you will be performing heavy barbell bench presses here to have this stability. So this is my second requirement, to have this support and not only the diagonal one. So when it comes to dimensions, let's first of all measure the seat height. So it's measured from the ground to the seat here, and you can see it's about 48 centimeters. My recommendation for the seat height, it should be at the lowest 45 and at the max like 50-51. Anything higher than that, let's say 60, it will be just way too high, and anything lower than that, like 40, it will be just too low. Then we have here the width of the bench. It's at 28 centimeters. My recommendation is somewhere between 28 to 30 is fine. And then we have the length of the bench. So here it's 116, and if you go to the attachment, it's about almost 130 centimeters. You can adjust the seat, for example, by pulling this lever. So it has 3 positions. Number 1, number 2, number 3. This I'm using for flat, and this I'm using when I want to do incline work. And same here, you have here multiple positions. This is how the flat position looks like, and I use the incline position very often. So this is how the lowest incline position will look like. It inserts here. It's also very stable here. This one will float in the air, but you can pull it back or in the front, how you like it. And then you have these other positions if you want to have even more of an incline angle. If you are asking me about this one, what is it good for? Well, at the very beginning I didn't know. Of course you can lift it up to lift the bench up into the air, but I find it's good when you will be doing the laying leg curls. Then you can put your hands around here for stability. Now let's put it in more of an incline. So this is how the bench is looking from the back, from the other side. And one thing that I really did like about this was here these metal bolts. Prior version of Kelton, the bench that I had, it had only wooden screws. It had in total 12 wooden screws, and they didn't have any markings here where should I put them. And here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2, 8 total of these bolts, and the holes were already marked. So it's very convenient. You don't have any guesswork where you should be putting in these. The only difficult part that I did find in assembling it was here getting this thing right. So here, here, and here. It was a little bit tricky here to get everything right. But yeah, this is how it looks like, to get you a little bit of perspective. So I had this bench for about, I think, 2 years now, and you can already see some wear and tear. So you have here a little bit of micro tears, and here at the side you can see it already shows some signs of wearing down, but that is expected because I'm using the bench like 5 or 6 times per week and pretty relentless. Here on the other side, the same problem. I applied some tape here, but more or less it's fixable. So if you would ask me about the downsides of it, I would only mention you this one, the wear and tear of the fake leather after many years. And at the very beginning it was pretty strange doing the bench press here because of this part, mainly because of the dimensions between them. So they are like 91 centimeters apart, and when I was benching here I would need to adopt there a wider stance. If I would be keeping my legs pretty together, then these would get in the way. So I need to place there either here inside or a little bit more to the outside. So at first it was problematic, I didn't like it, but then you get used to it very fast. Otherwise I cannot see here any disadvantages at all. So in the specification it says even it can hold up to 1000 kilograms of weight. So it's very important that it should be stable, and I did pay for it like 210, I think, euros plus delivery. So the price is unbeatable with the quality. Now, one subscriber of mine did also buy a similar bench, and he mentioned that it sways a little bit from side to side. It's not that stable, but what I did find out, it depends on your flooring. If I would be placing it here on the wooden flooring, it's uneven, then it would sway from side to side. But I have here rubber flooring, and then it evens out everything. So here you can see from the other side, and if I'm pushing here, it doesn't sway, only just a little bit. Of course, if you are pushing here in excess, it could sway, but as you see, it mainly slides. And when you will be putting here your own body weight with additional weights, it will be stable. And the whole bench, it weighs 35 kgs, so it's very resilient, as you can see, and nothing will break here. And now I want you to show on the Kelton side the bench. So you click here on Sail, then you have here the Kelton Heavy, and here the Heavy Pro. And as you can see, you have here 4 benches. So I will talk about each one individually. So this is the HL9L2 Heavy Pro, and as you can see, it doesn't have the ability to attach the attachments here, so no lacquer, no cable tower, no preacher will be available, so this is out of the question for me. Then we have the Avenger HL9L2, and as you can see, once again, it doesn't have the ability to attach the attachments, so I didn't buy it. Then we have this HL1L2 Heavy Pro. Here you can already see it is the possibility to attach the attachments, and at first glance it looks solid, but when you delve deeper into it, here you can already see it says here 60 centimeters the height of the attachment, and it looks like the seat height will also be 60 centimeters. So when I scroll down, here it is, seat height 60 centimeters, way too high, like I did show you in my video. So the only option was the Tryton HL9L2 Kelton Heavy Pro bench, and as you can see from the pictures, it's exactly the same bench that I do have at home. Only difference is here this part is not black, it's in silver. So if I'm looking over the technical specification, that matters is the weight of the bench, 35 kgs, so it's pretty heavy. Tested durability is at 1000 kgs. The profiles of the steel is 50 by 50 with 2mm thickness. The width of the backrest is as measured, 28. The seat height is also as measured, 48. You can adjust the seat by 3 levels and the backrest by 11 levels as shown. And here are all the attachments that you can attach to the bench. And the price of it, it says 210 euros plus delivery. So Kelton delivers, I think, in most European Union countries. So in my opinion, you just cannot beat this price compared with the quality that you will get. So this was the review of the bench that I do my workouts in. And now to get a complete picture, if you would like to choose another Kelton bench or another bench from a different company, make sure to watch this video, because I had previously a Kelton HL1 bench and another cheap alternative. So you compare all this information together. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon next time. Bye.